Right, we're looking slightly less Mad Maxy now. Little Footfalls. It's all Wuklemat can do not to rush off after Gwyddrud. If Gwyddrud is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the walls are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Kral and Raha should continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Right, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. As in the base outside. Well, here we are outside, but where do we even begin? Ah, this is going to take us down the left-hand side of the zone. Perhaps someone has caught sight of Gwyddrud is making inquiries nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts? Demajen and I will head behind the big wall. Yes, I took a little peek beyond the big wall and then realised that I wanted to wait until the quest took me there. So I've only seen a little bit. Yeah, there's a good chunk left to... Oh, that's that's a railing. Yeah, as soon as it said we were going to Solution 9, I was wondering what was going to bring us back here. There's something glowy and pink down in that corner, which I'm looking forward to going to see what it actually is. I haven't been there. I saw something, it's like, oh, that looks interesting, and just turned straight around. Gwyddrud doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. You spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. Yes, I've been down to this this dock. I can tell you've a good eye, and I'm not talking about your ocular capabilities. What I mean is that you seem to be well suited to finding lost valuables, useful resources and the like. If you're in mind to become a reforger, I'll certainly go far. As a possessor of a good eye myself, I'd bet on it. A reforger. The things we find are used in one of two ways, for ourselves or passed on to others. We meet all sorts of interesting individuals, and over time we gradually build a large network of contacts. So they're gleaners, essentially. I like the music in this zone. Got a good sense of drama to it. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Gwyddrud. Gwyddrud isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Is she blind? Oh, forgive me, I didn't know you were. No offence taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognise people by their footfalls, including Gwyddrud. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Gwyddrud, and why do you search for him? I'm... family. Though we're not related by blood, his father is my brother. I only just met Gwyddrud, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother? And that means you're... Yes, I'm Wuklemat, Var Resolve of Tuliyolal. I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zoraal to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Gwyddrud may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him. I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Gwyddrud was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you and accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sreen respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm? I will. Don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept her decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Gwyddrud. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. Continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. The mystery of Sphene. I'm very much looking forward to finding out the actual truth of it. I have many a theory and or suspicion. This is the purple thing that I saw. Oh! Okay, I didn't see this bit. Interesting that it says I've unlocked this section of the map, because I actually haven't been down here. Otherwise, I would have noticed the ruins of Alexandria. This is the town that you would expect from FF9. Is this where the... No. Did not let me do that because I'm assuming this is the kind of heart of the dimensional fusion. But it seems to have ripped apart the city/town. Is this supposed to be reminiscent of... I'll go down there in a bit. Wuklamat. It's a town. Part of it's underwater, and half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. What were we looking at? Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed whilst he's inside. I get the feeling that he does not need our help. Also, I'm noting that the quests are coming quite quickly at this point. Maybe because they want us to get some geared up or something. I actually quite like this. It's got a kind of tech knight look to it. I only saw him for a moment when he disappeared behind a building. Before he disappeared behind a building, but I'm pretty sure Gwyddrud was heading further south. I'll contact Alizé and Linkpole and let her know to join us. I want to know what this is. And obviously we're going to find out. I assume. Yeah, this very much reminds me of the opening to FF9 with Vivi. That's... interesting. There's just that hint of tech stuff. Electro. Oh, I can check out the bike, which I spent a small fortune on, can't I? It is one of these. And it is slower. But it's also really purple. I'm really hoping it... In fact, it looks like it's... Yeah, I think these are going to fold out in flights. Once we get flying and stuff unlocked, we'll switch over to that as our mount of choice. clearly going to aggro one of these or more. Oh, that's a bit of a drop. Archeo Alexandria. Okay, so this is the Archeo. This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gwyddrud, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. We're going to have the following mechanic here, are we? Doodle-doo. Aha! Follow him quietly without being noticed. Be very quiet. We are hunting Mamulja. Oh dear. Okay. Right. That's probably our next hiding destination. Need to make sure we don't aggro the sentries. Dot dot dot. Nobody here. But nowhere to hide. Guess we stay around this corner. Tancred has taught us well. Sneaky. Okay. Nobody here. You see nothing. Oh, you run. Sneaky, stopping under the archway. Duty complete.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt. What's here, I wonder?
Yes, why specifically this building?
So he's looking after those little ones. Gululja.
Not another step!
What? A sentry? Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
Rusty mechanical soldier. It looks like he's been cobbled together, doesn't it?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
Rusty. This guy's name's gonna be Rusty, isn't it? Or something.
But I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than
Vessel?
380 years.
Vessel?
Steiner, is that you?
Otis is my friend.
Otis.
When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked
Otis.
after me.
Is there an Otis in FF9?
He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you.
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
What was he, more like, importantly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself.
Yes.
Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
He was. His memory has been uploaded. You seem different from other machines. What's your story? Give me more world-building game.
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wished to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane.
Otis is very reminiscent of Jarvis, isn't he, from the Iron Man movies? Well, from Iron Man
But
in the
dare
comics.
I regale you? We must take a repast.
Good times.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
Food. That sounds quite good, actually, about now. I'm hungry and I probably should have taken a break about half an hour ago.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, If I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable
Which is
specialty.
what? Okay, that took a turn for the unexpected, which, to be fair, is part of the course with this MSQ. If Otis has been around for as long as he claims, perhaps he knows things that not even Oblivion is aware of. Otis cooks the best food. He spoke to us. Gwyddrud actually spoke to us. So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients do you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest if you and Gwyddrud could go and speak to them. Sure, I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Demajen and Alize, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meats. Creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute, but of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Gamey? Don't know. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. Yes. I suspect actually that we're probably going to get into a situation where I will have to do some more dungeons, because it has this tendency to not be particularly well paced towards the end of things when it comes to the MSQ and experience. What is that? Oh, that's a mount. Provide the designated area and slay a young woolback. Well, it's handy that we found a young one, isn't it? Right, woolback meat acquired. Is there more down here? There is more down here. What's that? Submerged skyline. That's what that is. A couple of extra bits that we need to go and unlock. Sort out the ether currents some other time. Mind you, I think I might just grab this etherite while I'm here. Electrope Strike. So this is a proper little town. Petal. Cinnabar. So they're named after minerals and flowers. Flora and fauna. Archeo Alexandria. Ooh. Kind of a shame that they don't put environmental hazards in for idiots like me that stand too close to the massive lightning crater, really. It's a shame, actually. It is a shame that the environments aren't more interactive, but when you've got an MMO, there's only so much that realistically you can get away with, I think. Especially one based on the old spaghetti code that this is. What's this? Am I to understand that you've already procured the meats? Good heavens, you have. And such a choice cut it is besides. It is plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Ha ha! Get some proper looking feet on. There we go. We now look like a proper knight. Memories of a Knight. I'm going to have to take a break. As much as I very much want to carry on, but I need to go and stretch my legs and my back. Let's have some food. I've just had some food, so let's have some food in game. Memories of a Knight. Otis is pleased with the meat you have brought him. Once Alisaie brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Driftdowns. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electrope, and I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrope rations were issued to each citizen. While small, fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say, at least one ought to be what we require. That is the kind that converts lightning to fire. The little jar can identify them by their circuitry, so pray take them to him. The boy's become quite deft at discerning electrope types, in a very short time, I might add. Now, off you go. Happy foraging. Yes, sir, Mr. Otis, sir. This is nice stone texture. I wonder if Yoshi P saw the feedback that many of us were giving in and for FF16. It's like, oh, we really like the stone textures. They've done such a great job of stone texture. I wonder whether we took that to heart. Like, well, we need to make sure that the stone in the FF14 graphics update is on par. It's not quite, is it? But it's pretty darn good compared to what it was. Processed electrope. The other piece is one. I did see the ether current on the bridge. But I also saw the thing over here. I wish to get closer. One assumes, based on the map. Oh no, submerged skylines actually. That section over there. So this over here. Something tells me. Oh, hello. Something tells me we're not going to be able to get to that. I just got a new location. Oh, so I did. Well, we'll have this while we're here. Yes, this is what we. This is what I think. Obviously, when I think of Alexandria, it is actually very much making me want to play FF9 again, because it has been a long time. And I have FF9. I've got the Steam version of it. I've never played it on Steam, because I originally played it on the PlayStation? I think it was the PS1. Well, and it wouldn't have been on the PS1 because I didn't have a PS1, but it was the PlayStation 1 version. In fact, I believe I installed FF9 a few years ago with a few mods, because obviously there are a huge number of mods that will help you kind of bring it up to code, as 'twere, with modern day expectations. Oh, everybody has returned. Huh, I dared to think I'd won this time, but it turns out you were already off doing another task. Oh, bless her. We've got the requested vegetables, along with a few extra bits. I have to say, this running around's made me hungry. The others have returned as well. What a blessedly lively day this has become. Otis says you have electrope for me. I do. I have 5 bits. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see, this one creates wind, this one's for water. You can tell, just like that. I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I bet he gets it from his father. Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. Excuse me. It's absorbed lots of lightning. So we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Demajen. You are welcome, young man. Thanks to your kind assistance, we have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part. Now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. Where are you cooking? What are you... Oh. There we go. A fire. Showing off the shadows. I mean, it doesn't seem very comfortable, but... this is the kind of thing families do, Gwyddrud. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So, you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve and I doing the talking, though. Kona and the head of Reason occasionally joined in. And Zoraal spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have 2 papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No, both are our father. He's what people call blessed siblings, and Mamulja with 2 heads. Zoraal is his true-born son, while Kona and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve told me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family, even though you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. What about you? I do, and they're very dear to me. Who? Are we talking about the Scions? I'd like to meet them one day. Nobody questions that. So, Gwyddrud, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed, earlier still than when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise. Then, you used to be a normal person. Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you, and I proudly served as a Knight of Alexandria. So, rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? It is only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. Yeah, I do wonder if Sphene is also a machine that used to be a human or a person. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was their Majesties the King and Queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbour. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning. One day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Aye, nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul. Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief has always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure. The ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life. This required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. Why are we all surprised by this? We know this already. Or are they thinking, oh, it's Sphene? It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a grey old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life. It wouldn't be Sphene, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. I wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Aha! Ha 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 ha. Why are we so shocked by this? Does this mean that the Queen of Alexandria isn't actually a person like you and me? Oh, yeah, okay, I suppose that's the shocking bit, isn't it? I have seen my queen from afar many times, but I've not the courage to approach her. This isn't out of cowardice, mind you, but rather concern. Yes, concern that I will cause Her Majesty undue distress. Otis has told me the tale before. The Endless. So, all this time Sphene wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. It is admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. Are the Endless apart from yourselves? While there should be as many Endless as those who have died, I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different. How? Well, I do not understand the finer points. My life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it will be over for me, much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you'll agree. Endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the air. Did Kakiwa and the others know about all this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryl and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. So, does Sphene care so much for her people because she's had literal hundreds of years to build up that? Or is it because she wants to keep them in the dark, or...?
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
Huh.
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
The fact that he's got no memories implies that she's died.
Not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
Yeah, so the implication is that she's died. The regulator has taken away the memory of her.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Elenespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
Confirmation.
This cannot be.
He knows enough.
The memories of the departed are taken away.
So that's why she's in the,
No.
Nespia, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
she's an echo. More and more, this gets complicated. At a crossroads, would you like some yellow dye? Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our pass together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk, Gwyddrud. We're going to get along great, I just know it. You think so? Aha! I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you will be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least part of the way. About Sphene. It doesn't matter to me if she's an endless, whether she's alive like you and me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Zoraal watching. At the very least, I'd like to know what the endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just felt the urge to share my thoughts with you. On the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. Right. Where were the Drift Downs? Oh, that was them up there. Okay. A quick cut then for me to go and do an Ether Current quest and finish out the bottom of this map, which I'm not going to bore you with because undoubtedly I won't have much of any excitement to say. Huh. Archeo Alexandria. These heavily damaged buildings are all that remain to tell the tale of Alexandria's castle town. It was once boasted a thriving populace, but after the storm surge, the ravages of war combined with flooding caused by sinking foundations left behind unlivable ruin. In fact, you can see chunks of it down there. I assume this will be used for a fate or potentially quest lines, but it's definitely got that sense of it's here for world building. In much the same way, actually, that I've praised FromSoft for doing in previous videos, actually in this series, and actually mentioned that FF14 doesn't tend to do very much because everything needs to, be carefully budgeted and so on and so forth. Right, Ether Current quests are done. Ether Currents are collected. Entire zone except this little nub here, whatever this is going to be. Unlocked. Let's see about handing this in. Ah, you have returned. Were you able to find Gwyddrud? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Gwyddrud too must be glad. I hope so. I try not to rush or force anything though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. Aye, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Ooh. Ian, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? Of course she knows what she is. At least you think she would. So, you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this military individual, lest that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Sphene, you care for your people, that much is plain, and I assume you care for the Endless too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. What's it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family. But they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far we've managed to do so, but should more people die, I fear we will be pushed beyond our limits. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all, but is there something we can do to help? Then... would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed. I suppose you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it that you want? The same as you, of course, to protect my people. Tell us more about the energy the Endless need. That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. What do you mean by that? Wait, Sphene? She knows that we will not like what it is they are having to do to sustain the Endless. Be that feeding on the souls, like... I don't know, like the Emperor on his golden throne in 40k. You know, thousands of souls being sacrificed to him constantly just for one more day's life. Does she feed on the energy of their happiness? I don't know. Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. I think the... And let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Sphene. I don't want to risk causing him pain. I think the issue here could potentially be the landing of this mystery, because they're spending a lot of time building it up, which is fine as a narrative device, but there's only so long you can keep a mystery going in a game like this, especially with its somewhat rigid quest structure. And the fact that, you know, all the conversations, all the revelations and stuff have to generally be through cutscene. You don't want to stretch it out. What are you guys doing here?
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sphene.
Ah, 'tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline.
We've also got the Erenville stuff there.
A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. And such an uncomely one besides.
That's hiding a lot of pain, isn't it?
If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Gwyddrud, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Ah. Nostalgia?
Nostalgia, was it? What's the matter?
It's good for me, remembering a name.
It's Zoraal. He marches to Vanguard.
Oh, shite.
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us.
Wayakwe is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what are we to do?
I'm going to go hit things with my sword.
Calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliyolal.
Otis, I need you to keep Gwyddrud safe.
You needn't ask.
Good, because we didn't, technically.
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Gwyddrud, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require...
You're a good man, Otis.
Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Nothing on the link bell.
I managed to get hold of
Oh,
Alphano. He'll
you did?
inform Kona.
Okay, so link pearls aren't being jammed.
How's the situation in Tuliyolal?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
Well, Alphano's done a lot with a little before, so...
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated.
It feels like things are ramping up right here. But we've still got quite a lot of questing left to do. Unless we haven't.
Come, Zoraal, and we will finish this once and for all.
I mean, it's possible that they haven't paced out this last section in terms of XP gain. This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Zoraal here. But we do have another zone. I know exactly how to do that. Upon speaking with Wuklemat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. The Protector and the Destroyer. Before we get going, I have a request to make of you. When we confront Zoraal, you must let me face him alone. What? That's far too dangerous. Why put yourself at such risk if you don't have to? No, why put you at such risk if we don't have to? We have two priorities. The first is to hold Zoraal within the dome and protect Tuliyolal. The second is to free Wayakwe if she's been captured. To make sure we succeed, I need to play the worthy foe for Zoraal. If I come at him with help, he'll likely lose interest and proceed with his attack on the city. That's why it needs to be a duel. Even if Tuliyolal is better prepared this time, it's true that it would be best to avoid another battle. But failing that, we might at least weaken Zoraal. Rest assured, I'm not going into this without a strategy. Our time in the Dome has given us invaluable insights into Alexandrian culture. The use of regulators, for one, the secret to Zoraal's strength. And you mean to... That's right. If I destroy his regulator, he'll be unable to draw upon souls. We'll see how much he wants a duel after that. So, will you leave Zoraal to me? It's nothing the Vow of Resolve can't handle. It's almost like I know which emote we're going to play these days. Thank you, Demajen. It's true that this is your fight, and how you choose to handle it is your decision. But if we see you struggling, or Zoraal attempts to call upon his minions, we will go to your aid. Fair enough. Knowing you'll be there, I can give it my all. Together with Kona, I'll keep Tuliyolal safe. Right. How is this going to go down? Multiple cutscenes, etc, etc. He's got a helmet on this time. Oh, he's still got it.
You disappoint me, Uklamat. We are foes, yet you had my admiration for defeating Father and claiming the throne. But instead of coming for me, you gallivant with the resistance. Do I intimidate you?
No.
I am here, brother. I did not run nor hide. I have come to kill you. Let her go. Your quarrel is with me.
Who's this chap? One of the serpent guard peoples?
And will you settle it one-on-one, or call upon all and sundry yet again? Not that it would make any difference.
No. Like Papa did, I'll face you alone.
Really? You believe you stand a chance? Have you forgotten how it ended for Father?
I remember you couldn't win without relying on other people's souls. Alone, I may be weak, but so are you.
So be it. Do not regret your decision. Release her.
He doesn't seem...
Thank you.
Doesn't seem particularly concerned, as she has...
I thought I was done for.
You don't.
Jeez. Asshole. He deserves everything that's coming to him.
Had you let her die, you could have dealt me a telling blow. Your compassion will be the end of you.
I'm not letting anyone else die. And you will never surpass Papa.
But I have. With these very hands, I slew him.
His body may be gone, but his spirit lives on in us.
The Yokui's delusion is catching, I see.
It's no delusion. Papa's love for Tuliyolal
She's leveled up.
gives me strength even now. Ah! Come, let's get this over with. For my people and Sfiend's.
How gullible you are. All of this is Fiend's doing. Her objective is to harvest all life outside the barrier. Our interests happen to align, hence our alliance.
Liar! Sfiend would never do that.
The King of Resolve speaks the truth.
Yeah.
How did she...
She's the villain in this. Told you she was shifty.
The attack on Zoraal was no less my desire than Zoralja's.
You said you wanted none of this. It was a farce from the very
Oh, she doesn't
start.
want it, but she has to have it. That's my suspicion.
Yes. I used you.
Okay.
So it was all just a lie then? What you said about loving your people as family? About wanting to see them smile?
I do this for them. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I deceived you. But I had no choice. If I'm to save my people, I must take the lives of yours.
Yeah, they're out of souls. They're out of...
Behold, Wuklamat, the benevolent Queen's Fiend. An illusion that orchestrated a massacre.
Endless, or machine, or whatever you are now, you bear the memories of the person you once were. You should still have a heart. When you speak of slaughtering my people, do you feel nothing?
Isora.
Nothing is dearer to me than my people. It matters not whether they are living or endless. As queen, I will do anything to protect them. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
What exactly do you seek to do? What are you protecting your people from?
You waste your words. There is no turning back.
So there is more to this.
Is this the strength that the love of Tuliyolal lends you? A weak ruler walks a path of ruin. Tell me, which of us is worthy of their throne?
I already know. It will never be you! As long as you think only of yourself, you'll never be worthy. You'll never surpass Father or me!
Goading him. Oh, there goes his regulator.
You can't rely on souls anymore. It's over.
Don't think you've won yet. Oh no, far from it.
I mean, he can get another one, I assume.
Give the order to the fleet. Raise Tuliyolal to the ground and harvest every last soul! It is over. For Tuliyolal.
So he's taken the coward's way out.
Your works, your people. All will be ash before the day is done.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm not the only Dawn's servant.
Meanwhile, in Tuliyolal, what have Kona and Alphino been up to? Because we bought them a reasonable chunk of time. They've got the ether cannons from the train.
They're coming!
Got a lot of guns. Ooh, boop, boop, boom.
Well, come on then, you tin bastards.
Yeah.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're enjoying yourself.
I'm at sorrow. Nothing gets a hunter's blood pumping like a little danger.
That sounds very Matt Mercery.
Now, it seems we have that in common. I haven't felt this alive in a good while.
Don't say that. We'll all be jealous. So they're individually quite weak, and these don't have souls, so they don't get back up. They are just machines.
That's the spirit. We promised Valcona we deliver him a mountain of scrap, and I'm not about to let these hollow men make a liar.
Hollow men. There's a lot of them, though. Ah!
Hey, kid. The ones below are yours.
You got it. Wait, what do you mean below?
Up. Whoop, 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 whoop. Astilian.
See that every day.
OP. Nice wipe. These guys are clearly being led into a trap. Dad!
Hardly sporting, and this despite our best efforts to thin the enemy ranks. While it's not quite what we had planned, I'm glad we chose to remain in Tural.
Demajen?
As am I. 'Twas an unexpected but welcome opportunity to join in the defense of this realm.
I wonder what happened to you two.
To his credit, Kona did ask very nicely. Still, it's a pity his brother had to delay our pleasure jaunt. But business always comes first.
I love the fact that they've animated him with that smirk. Yeah, so we're going to stop the battle here, but we're going to have to take the fights to the enemy. A lot of mages. Landsguard are out in force. Now, obviously, the attack was so successful last time because it was a surprise, completely, you know.
Come no closer, you bastards!
Cool.
That was a near thing. Are you all right? You saved your life. Yes, I know. Don't squander it. I never thought you, of all people, would come to my rescue. Bakul Jaja. Thank you. Oh, still rings odd in my ears. The thank yous. But I could get used to it.
I'll make a hero out of you yet, Bakul Jaja. Don't die here whilst maniacally laughing.
We're not done yet.
Hidden Ram's here. And they've been doing some motion capture for this. Alphino's been buffed, clearly.
We're holding our own against their infantry. But what of that monstrosity and its escort?
Giant ether cannon on the roof of the palace. Maybe.
If they start bombarding us with cannon fire, we'll have no means of fighting back.
Worry not. We have a countermeasure.
Mm-hmm. Oh! They've bought the dragons? Is that Hraesvelgr? No, Vritra.
A bleeding dragon?
Yeah, we got allies, mate. Boom! Jeez, okay. Get wrecked. Whoa.
What in the Navigator's name is it doing here?
Help?
Tuliyolal has entered into an alliance with Radzat Khan. A wise and timely decision on Valkona's part.
And Vritra always protects his people. Dragon's Roar. It's a bit of a distance from Eels here. Hey! Ashdaya!
Tuliyolal shall never forget this debt.
She's so tiny.
We will hold out, Lamachi. So keep your eyes forward and do what only you can do. Finish this and return home safe and sound.
It is. I don't know, I'm kind of sad that Sphene has indeed turned out to be the villain that I suspected that she could be, but it is what it is.
Report from the fleet. The enemy has offered unexpected resistance. We've been forced to withdraw.
Useless. All of you.
Stop!
No, he'll just get back up.
Your Majesty.
Enough of this! Enough! You swore you wouldn't harm my people!
Out of my way.
He's got nothing left. His memories are still stored inside it, though.
Have you gone mad?
When the army fails in its duty, it is the charge of the King of Resolve to clean up its mess. To achieve victory by any means necessary. Zoraal to Everkeep. Initiate Court Blood.
I'm wondering whether there is some way that we can turn this round with Sphene. Obviously, we can't help Zoraal. He's far past redemption at this point.
Execute all civilians and commandeer their souls.
No! Please, Father, stop!
Gulucha! I told you not to come!
Gulucha.
You must flee, Guluja. It isn't safe.
I'm not going anywhere! I have to stop my father!
I am not your father.
Let him go!
Using a child as a shield. Have you no shame?
Release him at once, or you shall answer to me!
Pitiful relic. Kneel before your king.
Oh. Ah.
Otis? What's wrong?
He's going to break his program.
Find me at the top of Everkeep.
Is that going to be our trial?
There, we will determine who is fit to rule.
Oh.
I must protect them.
Oh no. Otis! They're gonna kill everybody. And they've got soldiers everywhere. Jeez! We must hurry back to Everkeep. Zoraal thinks nothing of others' lives. He will kill his own people. Chances are we'll have to face a good part of his army, with Otis among them. Let's take all care. Oh, gold. Don't really want to do this on Dark Knight, but... The progress through the battle was saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you can start again, blah, 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 blah. As I've said before, if I don't do it on this, I will forget to swap back. Also, where's Erenville?
Ow!
Oh.
I have no more use for you. Be gone.
Father, wait! Father! Otis, Hamachi, you have to stop him. You have to.
Interesting that he hasn't gone as far as killing the child, though. I mean, okay, in order to keep the game's rating, probably the slaughter of the child wouldn't, you know, satisfy a ratings board. But, Can she do anything? They wanted to harvest the souls, and they can't do that if they're ching.
What have you done?
Sveen, Can't you order them to stand down?
They're under
The King
Gwyddrud.
of Resolve holds military authority. I cannot overrule his commands.
If there's something you can do, then do it.
Can she over? She can overwrite the soldiers.
Beyond forgiveness, but your people are innocent.
If you care for your people, then protect them.
I deceived you all, and still... The talk can wait. When you said that you wanted to protect your people, I trust you weren't lying.
I kind of recognise Fiend's voice.
Of course not. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them.
Isn't it? It's not Fiend's voice, is it? Same voice actor.
Then let's split up and get to work.
Do what you can do.
Well,
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
okay. So we've got a special instance. Oh, okay. So she's got power over the very stones of her kingdom.
Let's deal with these ones first.
Sure. I probably actually don't want to grab all of them, or maybe I do. I could do with some heals. Ah, Alizai's healing me. Okay, so I need to be a little bit more careful.
There are still those we can save. We keep moving.
Where are we going? This way. Bridge, please. Yeah. She essentially is the city, isn't she? She's a giant AI memory in the tower. Oh, these guys have transformed. Oop. I'll deal with this one. Leave Alizai alone. Look, survivors. Oh, up here.
You're safe now. Be at ease.
Got all of them? Yeah. Trial! So is Kakua one of the Endless as well? Or is she something else? Graha? Graha, mates. Good job he's got his own heal spells, isn't it? I have to turn the volume down slightly. It's Ow. Oh.
Looks like that does it for this area.
Look, the King's forces are on the move. There are still civilians on Trueview.
Well, we can't leave the wounded. Let's divide into 2 groups.
Because Alphino's not here to say it.
Kryl, Raha, please stay here and render aid. The rest of us will go and deal with the machines.
War on the machines. In a way, a very narrow way, I do feel sorry for Sphene, because she does seem somewhat powerless. You know, she's not got like superpowers or... Oh, Otis.
Otis! You've got to wake up!
Otis?
Oh, she recognises him. Does she recognise the name, or... I don't want to hurt Otis. Otis is lovely. Oh god, that's aggroed all of them. Didn't actually want to aggro all of them. Who's casting... Oh, it's Alizé, isn't it, with the big old fire spells? Well done, Wuklamat, you're holding off this one-gun sentry.
Out of it, Otis! Will you recognize us?
Is the Queen going to get through to him? Oh, we're going to have... Bastion Breaker. Oh, they are actually going to come to life. I've got no impale left. Because I don't remember how to play Dark Knight well enough. Snap out of it, Otis. Oh god, turrets. Oh no, that's not stand next to... Ow.
Something about him is familiar, but it couldn't be.
I love me the red mage spell effects. Oh, bikes.
the captain of the knights.
Oh. Well, at least she recognises him. Is Otis going to get to take over as king?
I like the looks of this. Everyone, keep your guard up.
Whoa.
Stop it. How do we bring him to his senses?
He's got a lot of HP. I'm actually kind of glad I came in on Dark Knight, actually. Mind you.
Me, then perhaps.
Oh, he definitely remembers you. Tween, you are standing... Fortunately, she's standing outside the circle. Stormlit Shockwave. Oh, ow, that's a big old magic attack, apparently. Ah, damn it. Ouch. Ha! Oh. Has he broken through his own?
Right, he's deactivated. It should be safe to approach.
Doesn't look like it.
Otis! No! I remember you, Otis, so please remember yourself. You're a proud knight of Alexandria, a man who lives to serve the kingdom and its subjects.
Uh-oh. What is that? Oh, it's one of the thingy hounds. And now the real fight begins.
Otis!
Pray, stand back, Your Majesty. I am Sir Otis Bellona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Upon mine honor, you shall harm neither my fair queen nor our citizens.
Man takes a stand. 3 tanks and a red mage. Go to a party with a big purple dog. Come on then, Gwyddrud.
Apologies for the trouble I caused. So long as this body holds, I shall fight with you.
Bum 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 bum. Ha ha ha. Tis but ow. Violet voltage. Oh.
Building up energy. Have care.
Oh, that's where it's going to be. Okay, I misunderstood that entirely. Surprising nobody, to be fair. I know how to deal with this mechanic. So here first, there second. Oh shoot. Nah. I don't have a memory for 4 things. Thanks, Ali. Unfortunately, I'm on a tank. Yeah, there's not a lot I can do about this. Oh, God. And again. Yeah, I barely do any damage, so... I'm going to assume I'm paralyzed by lightning and cannot move.
At this rate.
Yeah, they're scripted. Oh no, Sphene is also.
Upon mine honor, we shall weather this storm. Now, lay the fiend low.
Oh. Oh. Ah! Otis is going to sacrifice himself for his queen here. Otis's condition is not good. I just can't do enough DPS for this, it doesn't feel like. Jeez. 1%. I assume that is scripted 1%.
Otis.
Thank you, Lord Captain, for the delicious repast, for everything.
I am sad now.
The old units do not have regulators. Their souls cannot be recovered. He is gone. The Otis who so valiantly fought for us. I'm truly grateful for your help. Would that I had the time to thank you properly. But I'm afraid I cannot linger. There are urgent duties I must perform.
Hey, wait!
I noticed that each of them collapses. Like, her taking possession of it, just... Where's Erenville?
We're fine, but Otis is...
So he's the one who was looking after Gwyddrud.
Thanks to you, Solution 9 has been spared the worst, but the situation on the other levels is grim. We're currently assessing the full extent of the casualties. In the meantime, could you help us treat the wounded?
Yeah. Because we have still got the revelations about Kakiwa to come. And where is Erenville? He is noticeable in his not being heinous. I did not expect that such carnage would unfold here. To slaughter his adopted people too. There's been no end to his villainy. Thank you, Otis. I pray your soul is at peace. So we've of course got the parallels here of the attack on... Oops. The attack on Tuliyolal. And now the attack on Alexandria, essentially. God damn it. What is Zoraal trying to achieve by slaughtering his own people? Well, we know that, Wuglamat. He wants the souls. That he's still bent on surpassing Papa is clear, but why this massacre? I don't understand. Right now, we can only guess at this intent, but his obsession must be strong indeed to endure after 30 years. Now isn't the time to ponder such things. The people need our help. Ah, a level 99 quest. Yeah, so while it seemed very much like we were outpacing the MSQ quite considerably as we were getting through the levels, they've again not paced it quite right so that we've got enough XP to just do the MSQ and, you know, well, no. If I'd just taken one job all the way through from 90 to where we are now, I would have more than enough to be... I'd probably be 100 easily if I hadn't done all the dungeony stuff that I'd done. But as it is, that's not how it's worked out, because I've done it two different ways, and I did a load of dungeons to try and get the glamours because that's who I am. I'm going to go and then... And in fact, I've been recording for an hour in this session anyway, so I'm going to go and do another dungeon. Possibly... I don't think I'm going to need to do 2. Maybe I'll need to do 2. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go and run another dungeon. It'll give me opportunity to get another piece of the 97 glam for Dema. Anyway. Though, to be honest, I actually really quite like this set. That's a nice set. And yes, of course, I could swap over to Reaper quite easily because I've got the level for that, but then it would be a waste of XP, and I don't like wasting XP. So we've hit the level 99 quests, a comforting hand. We will comfort them after this word from today's sponsors. Oh wait, I don't do sponsorships. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.